My son George was born a month ago after choosing the best possible move of every Smash character and giving it to one monster. Well, today I thought I'd do the opposite and make a potato of a character. Someone who makes Ganondorf look like a top tier. To make an absolutely garbage character, we gotta recall what makes a character bad in the first place. One thing is lack of speed. Characters who are fast or agile will never be bad, which is why top tiers usually have great movement abilities. Another thing is a bad recovery. Being able to make it back to stage is crucial in this game, and the more options you have, the better off you'll be. Being a big body is also rough in Smash, which is why heavies are traditionally some of the worst characters in the game. They try and make up for it for their big size by being heavy hitters and surviving for a long time. Now our shit character, which we will call Steven, will have all these shit attributes and more. First, let's start with his size. All the heavies are large, of course, but the chonkiest to me, I feel, is DK. Not the tallest, but he is the widest, which makes him easy to combo. As for weight, we definitely don't want him to be heavy. In fact, the lighter, the worse off. So we will indeed have a DK Pichu hybrid for Steven. For overall stats, yeah, he's gonna have gain in movement. Bottom 5 or 10 at best with literally everything movement related. Yeah, this will work quite nicely. Now for the juicy stuff. The moveset. When it came to George, it was important to have a moveset that had good chemistry and balance each other out. For Steven, we do not give a fuck about that. We must simply choose the slowest and weakest moves possible to make sure he has absolutely nothing going on for him. The first thing we should get out of the way is the aerials. Aerials are moves used in the air that can serve a variety of purposes. They can be fast, strong, spammable. A lot of characters have some of their best move as aerials. Normally, this would be tough, but thankfully, the second worst character in the game exists. Up air, Little Mac. Neutral air, Little Mac. Forward air, Little Mac. Back air, Little Mac. Down air, Ridley. Yeah, Little Mac down air may be shit, but at least it doesn't kill you if you use it wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've successfully spiked people with Little Mac down air more than Ridley's. There are other aerials out there, don't get me wrong. If we want to be creative, we can be, fellas. We can give him Olimar neutral air, which literally does nothing of significance. We could give him Banjo up air, which is one of the least satisfying moves in the game. Piranha Plant back air is pretty shit. Sinks you like a rock every time you use it. But if we want to be real, want to be true in making the worst character in the game, then we have to use all of Little Mac's aerials. And Ridley down air. Next we got special moves. These are usually some of the most broken moves on a character's kit. But not here. For neutral B, we got a couple moves. Jigglypuff rollout is notorious for being awful, but it can kinda kill if the opponent closes their eyes and gets hit by it. Fox has his laser, which does no knockback, but is pretty broken in 10 HP stamina mode. We can't have that. Pretty sure we all forgot Bullet Seeds exist too? Nah, I don't even know why I'm debating it. As iconic as it is, Falcon Punch is probably the worst neutral special in the game. Used purely for style, it's way too slow and laggy for it to ever be taken seriously. This is the one for sure. At least Ganons have some form of armor. Falcon? He's just trying his best. Next we got side B. We gotta be cautious here, as a lot of side Bs can help our characters recover, which we absolutely don't want Steven to do. So something like Mithra's side B would be out. The top contenders for these are Yoshi Egg Roll and Kirby's Hammer. As bad as these are, Kirby's can kill if you somehow get hit by it, so Egg Roll is the move for sure. You rarely see this move being used intentionally, it doesn't really kill, it's easy to avoid, and it honestly is more likely to kill you by accidentally using it off stage. Next we got down B. My picks for this are Ridley Skewer, Bowser Jr.'s Mecha Koopa, Kirby Stone, and Byleth's Amir. Mecha Koopa to me is the funniest choice. The way George just flips over and fucking dies if he touches a shield is hysterical. But that'll give Steven a projectile, so we can't really do that. Amir and Stone both have kill power if they somehow land, and are both invincible at some points. So Skewer is the best choice here. While yeah, it does a lot of damage, it takes 30 frames for it to come out and is only really effective at this specific point right here. It'll never kill either, which is ultimately most important, so yep. So yeah, next we got Upbeat, the recovery move. We of course want Steven to have an awful recovery, to just be completely helpless if he's off stage. We also want to be wary, he can't use this move out of shield, because f*** you, Steven. I know a lot of you are thinking Little Mac or Doc. These moves are absolutely pathetic, bottom of the barrel moves when it comes to recovering. Yet they're pretty great out of shield. In fact, both of these are the fastest in the game at frame 3. And they kill. Duck Hunt's, on the other hand, while it goes farther than Max or Doc's, has no hitbox, and is very slow. There is zero danger to going out and whacking the dog when he only uses Upbeat. So we gotta consider here what is more worthless. Being able to kill but not recover, or being able to recover but not kill. There are plenty of great characters with bad recoveries, but they make up for it with amazing neutral or combo game, or literally something. Steven has nothing going on for him, and so if we just make his recovery god-awful without anything compensating for it, I think it'll be worth giving him a move that potentially kills. I think Dox has more kill power while not being that much worse at recovering, so Little Mac Upbeat it is. Got the aerials and the specials covered, next we got the tilts. Forward tilts are usually a poking move or a kill move for a lot of characters, something fast or with solid range you can throw out to pressure your opponents. So for Steven, something slow and laggy would definitely be the move. The contenders we got are Daisy, Bayonetta, and Robin. Daisy's is atrocious, but at least it will eventually kill. You can't really say that for Bay or Robin. Robin's is awful. I feel like this shit is only ever used by accident. But Bayo's is a multi-hit, is active for 1 frame for its first hit, and doesn't kill? Yeah, congratulations Steven, you got a new forward tilt. Next we got down tilt. A lot of down tilts are meant for tech chasing or comboing into something, or even killing. Bowser Jr.'s, while disgusting, does indeed kill, so we can't give him that. Jiggs, Ivysaur, and Robin all have these god-awful down tilts that have very little range and don't do anything remotely notable. I think Jigglypuff is the worst here, does the most damage of the 3 at 10%, but is also the slowest at frame 10. So yeah, this is the move. Up tilt is next, a move that is meant to usually hit above you, whether it be to kill or to combo. There's only one acceptable answer for this, and it's Ganon up tilt. Sure, it may seem scary and powerful, but consider this. It takes 60 frames for this move to come out. A whole ass second. To put that into context, there are only 9 aerial moves in the entire game that come out after frame 20. If you ever get hit by this move, it's entirely your fault, and so I have zero reservations in giving it to Steven here. Next we got Jab, usually a quick move used in a scramble. Really fast jabs are the best, like Little Mac or ZSS who have 1 frame jabs, and rapid jabs that can be good damage. So what we want is a slow, non-rapid jab. Shulk, Samus, Wario, and Daisy are our contenders. Daisy jab sound effect is one of my favorite in the game. You can't really give that to Steven, it's too cool for him. Samus' jab is plain awful since it doesn't connect in the second part at all. And Shulk and Wario's are just very underwhelming. Honestly, we can't really go wrong here. If I had to pick one, it'd definitely be Samus, just because it doesn't fucking work. In theory, you can use it as a mix-up, but in practice, it's ass. Let's move on. For dash attack, you'd want a move that can combo into other moves. One that can kill, or one that's at least fast, so it's not a commitment. Moves that do the opposite of all of that are Bowser, Lucina, and Ivysaur. As a Lucina main, I fucking hate dash attack, easily her worst move, it's entirely forgettable. However, it is possible to kill with this move, and it low profiles somewhat, so already too good for Steven. I have seen human beings work with Ivysaur dash attack some fucking how and connect it into other things, but Bowser dash attack is just plain useless. It doesn't kill, it's laggy, it's just a terrible move practically designed for Steven. Next we got the smash attacks, the moves that unfortunately do kill with most characters. However, the key word here is most, since there are indeed very slow and weaker smash attacks out there. First we got F-smash candidates like Shulk, ZSS, and Wario. Any smash attack that's a multi-hit as opposed to a one solid hit is automatically gonna have potential for failure, and so I'm more inclined for Shulk and ZSS. Shulk's at least has range and is decently strong, while ZSS's is weaker and way more likely to fall off from. The worst down smash in the game has to belong to Wario. I've never seen this move used intentionally, it's always a misinput because of how slow it is, low range and damage, and how long he breakdances there for. And finally we have up smash. Another easy contender here is Hero. Wow, this move is bad. I always get annoyed by Lucina up smash, like it's so mid. At the very least it has a hitbox around her feet that sucks opponent in. Hero? He doesn't have that. Only his skinny ass sword has a hitbox which only hits directly above it, making it extremely situational and overall just not good. Finally, we move on to that grab and throws. The objective shortest range grab in the game goes to Ice Climber, so that would be the grab they get. As for throws, we want George to struggle to kill, so definitely no kill throws. Definitely no combo throws either. For down throws, we'll give him Wario's, does not kill at 900% or combo. Back throw, we'll give him Sheik's, does not kill at 700%. Combos with Sheik, but won't with Steven because of his slow movement. Forward throw, we'll give him Ness's, does not kill at 600% or combo. Up throw, we'll give him Shulk's, This move kills the earliest out of the 4, but does not combo, and only kills after like 300%, so we're good. You think we're done, fellas, but nope, we also have to have no fun whatsoever and give Steven the worst taunts in the game. The ones with no cool sound effects or personality whatsoever. For up taunt, I'm going with Dox. Looks like he's squishing a bug on the floor or something. No charm or swag whatsoever. For side taunt, I'm choosing Little Max. Took me forever to notice he's tightening his boxing gloves here. Cool in theory, but it just looks very boring in practice. Down taunt, I'm choosing Sheiks. I think this is supposed to be a cool pose, but it just looks like an idle animation. Nothing notable at all. That's all for the regular kit, but we got one more move to work with, the final smash. This is a no-brainer for me. Rosa's is simply too awful a move to consider otherwise. If you are not in this hyper-specific point right here, you will take negligible damage. There's no way Steven is even going to catch you and force you into that spot, that's for sure. And that's it, fellas, the official worst character possible using all of the moves in Smash. Make sure to sub to the channel if you liked it, because who knows, Steven might make an appearance down the line.